valuations that you place on an asset are always behind you. It's always in hindsight. It's never in front of you. And that's one of the challenges, right? Because you're always valuing what happened yesterday, and what you need is what's going to happen tomorrow. So that's a struggle. Yeah. So there are strategies everywhere from £50 a week up to £100 million, and they're different. Right? They range differently from everyone, but and from country to country, to be fair. Different countries have different tax laws, so different vehicles. But from your point of view, at the sort of normal end, I'm not going to call it the low end because I'm in that boat as well. It's as tax efficient as you can get it. That's where you start. You use all the tax efficiencies, and then you step up into different things.
A very good morning to you and welcome back to the show. If you are new here and you're wondering what this is, well then this is of course the Chat Wrap on Relaks Radio, where we talk about all things interesting, from entertainment gossip to real world problems, everything that you need to know to stay informed and inspired. We discuss here on Relaks Radio. So go ahead, be a part of the show. Call me up. 07852 473 473 is the number to do that, or you could always just leave a comment down below. If you're listening to us on our social media, you can get in touch with us by leaving a comment down below. Or if you are, just on our social media, of course, leave a comment down below. But if you have something to share with us, within the day you think of something amazing and you want to share it with us, well, all you got to do is head on over to our social media. That is Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, Periscope, and so much more. Basically, all social media platforms. We go as Relaks Radio. So go ahead and get on board the show. Show us some love and get a little insight as to what goes on here behind the scenes at Relaks Radio. I want to say a big thank you going out to every single one of you that have been a part of the show so far. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, okay? Make sure that you let us know if you are liking the show, or even if you're not, that's okay. We would love to hear from you. Okay, with that being said, let's get on into the conversation, and that's with regards to problems, okay? And the reason why I want you to hear me out for a second, and the reason I want to talk to you about this is because I feel like these past 2 years have been overwhelmingly filled with some sort of challenge or problem or whatnot, right? And it's been so overwhelming for me, okay? And at times I would be like, oh my goodness, there's just so much going on. Is it even worth it? And that's a question that I've had for a really, really long time. But one thing I've come to realize with time is that different problems and different forms of challenges can actually be something that helps you to grow. It can be an opportunity for you to grow, okay? I feel like we grow up playing around favorable and unfavorable conditions in your life. I'm so sure that there's not one person in this world, doesn't matter how rich of a family you had, doesn't matter how rich you were, I feel like every single person had some sort of unique problem to face, or some sort of challenge to surpass, okay? And unless everything is going as per our expectations, we are happy. But when the people and when things don't go as desired, or when things don't go as planned, we struggle so much with circumstances, which is what happened with COVID. None of us expected COVID, and it struck us, and then we were all struggling because we tend to see them as a problem, okay? But I want to say something. I feel like this is going to be the most controversial statement ever, and it's going to be so cliche, but I want you to hear me out for 2 seconds, okay? I want to say everything happens for a reason. Trust me, I hate it as much as the next person, especially when I'm going through something really hard and somebody comes and tells me, oh, Jaimmy, everything happens for a reason. oh, that is so condescending to me. And I absolutely despise when people just come and say everything happens for a reason and they kind of negate the problem that you are going with. That is not what I'm trying to do here, okay? That is not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to sound condescending, but I do want you to hear me out for 2 seconds to understand where I'm coming from. Okay, so first of all, I want you to give you a better understanding of this situation called problems in life. Okay, and first of all, I want to remind you that having a problem is not always a problem. Okay, problems and obstacles and challenges are just a sign of life. You cannot avoid them, no matter what riches you have, no matter how amazing of a family you have, no matter how amazing all of these little things are. You cannot avoid problems while you are still alive. Okay, but what you can do is to change your perspective with how you deal with these problems. Okay, I think I can't remember who said this, but the problem is not that there are problems. Okay, the problem is that we expect otherwise and we think that having problems is a problem. And when I understood this concept, or when I understood this, I feel like life really did take a turn. It really did take a turn, and that's just what I want to remind you as well. Problems are definitely a form of challenge. Anyone can stay calm and happy when situation is good. Anyone can stay prosperous, and anybody can be happy and joyful when everything around us is good. But remember that it takes courage to keep going even when things around you are falling and crumbling and everything's dark around you. Okay, take any example from your life. Think about your life, a problem that you had in your life. It could be that you're struggling with your job. It could be that your relationships are not working as expected. It could be that you're possibly facing a financial crisis. What are the problems that you are facing in your life right now? Think of it this way. Each of these problems are definitely going to test you, but it's also going to test your courage. And what I want you to do is to change your perspective with regards to this problem. Okay, think of it as a form of challenge. Okay, and how you face these challenges is basically what determines your inner strength. Do you know that your selection of words and terms make a huge difference in your mindset? That is what I want you to do. I want you to remember that there's a huge difference between problem and a challenge. And that's how I want you to tackle life. I want you to remember that problems are just a part of life. Okay, you just need to transform it into an opportunity to grow. And there's so much more that I want to share with you with regards to this. So make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio. Right now, though, we're going to head on off into a little break. When I come back, a lot more exciting things await. So make sure